I'm Tom Stimson and welcome to AV Matters. In this session, I want to talk to you about customer buying styles. Think about your business development role, the person who's going out there to build trust for your organization. They're going to encounter customers and make an evaluation of what's important to that customer. They're going to ask questions and they're going to listen to get a sense of who they are and what they're looking for and what they need out of your organization. One of the most important things they can find out for you is what is this customer's buying style. In the many years that I spent as a sales manager, salespeople would bring me proposal opportunities all the time, on a daily basis. And the most important question I had for them is, what is this customer buying? And my sales team understood what this question meant. They knew that I needed an answer about what is this customer looking for so that we can calculate an appropriate response for that customer. So there's three primary buying styles I want to talk about today. Number one is confidence, number two is value, and number three is control. Confidence, value, and control. These are the three buying styles that we see most often, and we see some combinations of these buying styles. And what are they? Well, confidence. You have a certain type of customer that's trying to buy confidence. It's very important that they feel confident in your ability to do the job. A confidence customer, as we call them, is somebody who expects you to be the expert. They want you to solve the problems. They want you to understand what their needs are and come up with a solution. Confidence customers are probably our most profitable customers because if you can make them feel like you're the right solution, they're not going to be as concerned about cost. They want their problem to go away. I often say that confidence customers simply want to sleep at night. They want to not worry about the job, and they're willing to let you, if you're good at convincing them that you're trustworthy and you know what you're doing, to be that solution for them. Value customers are not price shoppers. Okay? I want to get across the concept right away that most customers aren't cheap. They are looking for value. And if a customer appears to be cheap, it's because we're not doing a good job of expressing value to them. And all that's left to them if they can't see the value is to worry about the price. What value customers are looking for and what they are buying is bang for the buck. They know that there are bells and whistles out there, but they may not need them on this project. They know that there are probably better ways of doing things, and maybe they want them this time, but they don't want them on the next job. Sometimes they want to be given the opportunity to make those trades for themselves. Here's a better way of doing it, but it's more expensive. Here's a less expensive way of doing it, and here's the capabilities we're going to give up. If you talk in terms of capabilities and price with a customer and they're responsive to this, it's probably because they're a value shopper. They want to weigh these pros and cons and come to a decision that meets their needs. The third type of customer is a control customer. A confidence customer wants you to be the expert. A control customer knows that they are the expert and you're just a vehicle for getting the job done. Control customers are also very often price shoppers because they understand what things are and what they're worth, but more times than not, control customers want to make sure that at all times they're regarded as the person who knows best what to do. They'll take your advice, they'll take your input, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be their decision, and their decision is going to be right. In the rental and staging world, our most common control customer is going to be the production manager, tech director, or independent TD. They're a person who's probably on par with you in terms of knowing how to spec and manage a project. They're going to be the smart guy in the conversation, and we can contribute to it, or we can be an antagonist. If we recognize that someone is a control customer, then we can do a good job of presenting things in terms that they understand, can appreciate, and say yes to. A value customer is going to trade off price and results, and a confidence customer is going to want your advice on what's the right way to do things and make it work well. Now, going back to the role of business development, if my business development person is asking the right questions and doing the right things, they're going to help us identify what kind of customer this is in advance. And I said that these customers can be combinations. It's not unusual to have a confidence value customer. We can have a customer that's sensitive to the costs, they want to make good trades, but they really need you to be the expert and help guide them through the process. And that's probably the most common type of customer we find in the meeting planning world. Producer customers, on the other hand, people who do shows for a living, may be a confidence customer with a little bit of a control bent. Or we may have value customers that are also control customers. So you can have different mixes of these three qualities in an individual buyer. Now, the reason this is also important is because it's going to affect the kind of proposal that we give to our customers. So I'm going to have a different proposal for a confidence customer than I would for a control customer. Your control customers want to see a lot of detail. They want to see their request carefully reflected and itemized in your proposal. They want to see line item equipment budgets, for instance, to make sure that you are sending the right equipment. That's what control customers do. A confidence customer, on the other hand, really doesn't know what the equipment does, trusts you to send the right thing, and is very comfortable if you say, I'm going to give you a sound system. Okay? A value customer wants to see all the pricing. So they need a certain level of detail. Perhaps not the same level of detail that a control client wants, but more detail than a confidence customer actually needs. So that gives me three different types of proposals at a minimum that I need to have in order to win business. So remember, your customer has a buying style: confidence, value, and control. Ask the right questions, listen carefully, and you'll have a better understanding of what this customer needs from you in order to choose you as their supplier. I'm Tom Stimson, and thanks for watching.